Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu unserem YouTube-Kanal. So today we are going to look at how can you introduce yourself in the German language, and that is simply the Sich Vorstellen. Yeah, how could you introduce yourself? Yeah, in the German language. So we call it the Sich Vorstellen, as you can see. So in the Sich Vorstellen, we look at all these things. Yeah, we look at all these things: the name, Name, Alter, Land, Wohnort, Sprachen. We look about the Familienstand and also the what? The hobbies. So we are going to cover all these things. We are going to see how can you answer these questions, like how can you respond, how can you deal with those things in what? In the German language. How can you simply introduce yourself? How could you talk about yourself in the German language? So let's start with the Name. So der Name meaning the name in the German language. So in English, so der Name, it still means the name. So how can you speak about your name? So when you want to say who you are called in the German language, you must use that verb heißen. Heißen meaning to be called, like that. So which question can they ask you in case they are asking you to introduce yourself? They can say, bitte stellen Sie sich vor. Or someone can say, können Sie sich bitte kurz vorstellen? Could you please introduce yourself? Like that. And then let's start with a Name. That's their Name. So someone can ask you, wie heißen Sie? Oder wie heißt du? So who are you? Or someone can ask you, was ist Ihr Name? Then, oder was ist dein Name? What's your name? So like that. So how can you reply? So you can say, mein Name ist Nicholas, oder ich heiße Nicholas, like that. So that's how you can speak about your name. You can say ich heiße Nicholas. Alter meaning age. So someone can ask you, wie alt bist du? Oder wie alt sind Sie? Yeah, wie alt bist du? Oder wie alt sind Sie? So there is asking how old are you? So here you say ich bin, yeah, ich bin 20 Jahre alt, ich bin 10 Jahre alt, like that, yeah. Like I'm 10 years old, I'm 5 years old, like that. Ich bin 5 Jahre alt. From there, let's move to the land. That means the country, or the Heimatland. So here someone says, will ask you, woher kommen Sie? Yeah, woher kommen Sie? So that verb kommen meaning to come. So to come. So woher kommen Sie? So we'll say, where do you come from? Oder woher kommst du? So here you reply with the country where you come from. So you say, ich komme aus Uganda, like that. Ich komme aus Kenya, like that. Ich komme aus Deutschland, like that. So from there, so let's look at what we call the Wohnort or the Lebort. Wohnort, that means the place of residence, or your living place. Where do you live at the moment? So you may be a Ugandan, but at the moment you live in Kenya, you live in Germany, like that. So here they will ask you, wo wohnen Sie? Oder wo leben Sie? So the verb wohnen on leben, they mean to live. Where do you live? So here we say, ich wohne in Kampala, I live in Kampala. Oder we say, ich lebe in Kampala, oder ich lebe in Munich. From there, let's go to the languages. So language, we call it Sprachen. Sprache is the language. Then languages, Sprachen. Sprachen. So we ask you, welche Sprachen sprechen Sie? Yeah, welche Sprachen sprechen Sie? Which languages do you speak? Like that. So here we reply, oder welche Sprachen sprichst du? When you have not accorded someone respect. So we say, welche Sprachen sprichst du? So here I reply and say, ich spreche, yeah, ich spreche Luganda, English und ein bisschen Deutsch. Oder ich spreche English und Luganda, like that. Then from there, let's go to the Familienstand. Familienstand, they mean like marital status. Familienstand. Here we speak about if you're single, that is ladies. If you're married, verheiratet. So if you're divorced and so on, you say it can be. So that is can be getrennt. You're divorced, getrennt. So if you're single, you say ich bin ledig. So you can speak about the number of kids you have, or no, if you have a kid or you don't have. So you can say, ich bin ledig und ich habe kein Kind. I don't have any child, like that. So if you're married, you can say, ich bin verheiratet. Ich bin verheiratet, like that. I am married. So like that. So let's go to the hobbies. So hobbies, the things you do most, what are the interests? So you can say, here we speak about the things you do in your free time. So someone can say, oder was sind ihre what? Hobbies? What are your hobbies? Oder someone can say, was sind ihre Interesse? So you can say, someone can say, ich oder meine Hobbys sind Fußball spielen, kochen, yeah, Fahrrad fahren, reisen, yeah, like that. So that is how simply how you can introduce yourself. So in simple terms, in summary, you can say, ich heiße Nico, ich bin 25 Jahre alt, ja, ich komme aus Uganda, ich wohne in Kampala, ja, ich spreche English, Luganda und gut Deutsch, like that. You can say, ich bin ledig und ich habe keine Kinder. Then you can say, mein Hobbys sind Fußball spielen, Film schauen, kochen, reisen, schwimmen und so weiter. So that is all about the Sich Vorstellen. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Spark House, like that. So we'll be loading in more content. So thank you for watching and tschüss.